Hello everyone. Yesterday we learned how to create a log analytic workspace, how to create a resource group, and how to configure, how to buy a subscription. And we have seen um, so whatever the SOC features present in the Microsoft Sentinel and how it is useful for SOC members. So I have explained everything about, right. So before starting that, uh, I uh, I will explain like what is the log analytic workspace. Log analytic workspace is a core part where uh, all the data or logs are taken from the data stores, and it log analytic workspace store that logs in tables and gives that by querying those logs and tables we can get the alerts, incidents, playbooks, workbooks, and alerts and dashboards, export, and these things we can get. Okay, so from this is what log analytic workspace is. So today our topic is data connectors, uh, how to connect the data connectors and how to check whether the connected the data connector is working or not. We'll check all those things. uh, let's start create a VM, because now we are connecting uh, data connector of Windows security events. Okay, so Windows security events, like what for every event that on a device, for like for logged on there will be one event number, for logging off there will be one event number, for file processing, for creating a account, or executing a file, deleting file, all these things will be stored under a number. Okay, so each particular event number have a particular event. Okay, so we'll connect that that data connector. Okay, let's first create one virtual machine. So just click on here, or you can create from here also. So select the subscription that you have. For a student, or for the one who wants to familiar with Sentinel, just use the free trial, or in an organization use the subscription that you have. So select the resource group. Selecting the resource group is very important. So under which resource group we are creating the VMs and how we are connecting the data is also important. So select the resource group and give the name for the virtual machine. Select the region. Okay, and here I'm selecting the central US. Uh, so if we are creating in a East US zone, so this free services are not eligible. So I'm creating for now in US, central US. Okay, so available zones. So in whichever available zone we are downloading that server over that zone. Okay, so give take the size and keep whatever this, like, keep as same. Okay, so and here it is Azure user. So here I'm selecting not Ubuntu, I'm selecting this one. Okay, so for this, uh, okay, so I'm giving the name for a username. Let it be root or anything. So I'm giving one password to here. Okay, username can't be this one. You- Let's have this name. Okay, so it's okay now. Just confirm the password again. So after confirming password, allow the all ports. So actually, so for organization purpose, we can't open all ports, right? So we can open only few specific ports. How should it connect or how should it start conversing? So we can select particular ports. Since we are testing, I am not selecting any allowed ports. And after giving the data, just go to disk. Okay, see check what is the size of OS disk and which type of OS disk it was storing and everything. Okay, so sometimes clients will be very particular, like what size of OS disk will be and which type of disk is using. Okay, according to their preferences, take that and just go to networking. So I'm not changing anything because it is for test purpose. So I'm let it be, keeping all these things as it is. Okay, so same for the management also, same for the monitoring one also, I'm not changing anything. Okay, yes, next. So so according to the client's request, change the advanced and monitoring features and management features. Okay, so add tags if it requires, because there will, in an organization there will be multiple features, right, for giving tags and everything. So tagging will help to recognize that virtual machine to which resource group it belongs to. Okay, so just review and create. I'm clicking on review and create. Okay, so it's creating, it takes some time. So here we are getting, here you can see like 0.2110 USD per hour. It's using credits from subscription. Okay, since we have the free credits, so it will be using that much of credits. Okay, it's past the validation, and I'm clicking on create again. Here you can see, here we got an update, like let's see, here you can see it's deploying. Okay, mm. Deployment is in process. So while in an organization, it's very important, like through which gateway all this data is processing and all this data is going. Okay, so we need to be very specific about these gateways. Okay, while creating an organization. So, so that will be from from client side, like they will provide us like through which gate. these should be processed, like incoming and outgoing data from this VM. Okay. So before before deploying it, before the deployment, I want to say something about Content Hub. So Content Hub is a like, let's say, we can see all the data connectors which are available in market. We can see all those data connectors in Content Hub. Okay. So we can install a data connector in a free of cost. We can keep it and we can check it also. There will be no billing for those uh, data connectors. Okay. So the billing will start when the data flows through that data connector. Okay. So this what about uh, data connector. So our VM is also deployed now. So let's go to Content Hub and download the Windows security events. Okay. So that we can see the events of that VM. Okay. Windows security events. Yes, in Content Hub, we can see like how many solutions are there, how many contents are available, how many are installed, like how many installed connectors are up to date. If there are any updates, it will be shown over here. Okay. So if since I have not connected any connector, it was showing zero over here. Okay. See here in Content Hub, we'll have a multiple connectors. So we can filter from here which are installed in our organization. Okay. To see the connectors which are installed, so after clicking on status, we can see like, if you we can select particular type. If you want to see installed data connectors, click on that installed. And if you want to like, if you want to accept exception for not installed data connectors, click on everything and uncheck these things. Okay. So if you want, if there are any data, like as I said before, if there are any updates for the data connectors, click on data update available, and you will see the data connectors which are to be upgraded to the next newer versions or newer versions. Okay. So we can see all these things from status. Here you can see what type of content you need. If you want to connect a data type which have hunting queries, so like select, check this, and apply, you will get the data connectors which have hunting queries. In few data connectors, few things will be missing. Okay. Everything will won't be available. In few data connectors will have data analytic rules, data connectors, and hunting queries only. There won't be any parsers. Few data connectors will have analytical rules, playbooks, watch list, workbooks. Okay. These things will be available. So according to that, you can select. Okay. As of now, I'm selecting everything from here. Okay. And apply. And you can see the support type. So which are support, like if data connectors which supports Microsoft, so we can select the partners from here also. So actually, for developing any security tool or anything, there will be partners, right? So if you want to click on the partners, and we can see like which part like Microsoft and Cisco will be partners for developing some portal or something in Microsoft Defender. So through that also we can select. Through the community also we can select. So according to our convenient, so we can select these things. As of now, I'm selecting everything. And the provider, who is the provider of the data connector, so we can see from here like Cisco, will have Cisco, Barracuda. There will be different types of providers for these logs. Okay. So we'll have Cisco, CyberArk. Um, so here are many providers. Okay. So according to that, we can filter out, okay, which provider you need, and like what type of category you want. Like if you want to ingest any identity logs, you can click on identity. Okay, so you will be getting the data connectors which are related to identity for IoTs and DevOps. Okay, for all these things will be in category options. Okay, there are multiple categories also, you can see. Okay, that's about like these options are there. So as of now, I want to install Windows security events. Under Windows security events also, as I said before, there will be so many events. Like you can see. Uh, so these in this connector, the logs will be coming from AMA agent, like Azure monitoring agent. So from legacy agent, there are two things in. So before that, so in this can if we connect this data connector, right, you can see like just a second. So this data connector is in version of this, and it is supported by Microsoft, and provider is also Microsoft. Okay, so if we so the logs, the data sources for this security event is AMA and secure legacy agent. From these agents, the logs will be collecting, and those logs will be dumped into log analytic workspace. Okay, so and this data connector have 20 analytical rules. Under these like if we ingest if we connect this data, we can use this data for 20 analytical rules. Okay, and we have two data connectors, which is one legacy agent and AMA. Okay, so 50 hunting queries will be used if we connect this data connector. So these many hunting queries can be uh, useful, and there are two workbooks under this data connector also. Okay, so and the price is free. As I said before, the price will be free. Okay, and if we install this, all these things will be installed. Okay, like we can see the process path, and as I said, log on, log off. Okay, we can see identity one also. I'm just installing this. The install is in progress. It's installed successfully. So here it was updated. So it was installed. Here we can see installed. So let's see Sentinel. So if it is installed, okay. So everything was installed, right? Just go to click on manage. So here you can see, as I said before, there are two data connectors, and these many analytical rules will be used. Okay. So there are action to reinstall. If we want to delete, we can delete from here. Okay. So data was connected, and then mm, just go to Sentinel workspace. So select this and go to logs. in Sentinel. Not mention. So, after installing the data connector, just click on the installed and apply. So here we will get the data connector which we have installed. Okay, just go to manage. Okay, so here we have the so the content that we have in this the content this we have this in this. So how many analytical rules and how many things are there. So from here we need to what we need to create a data collection rule. So in data collection rule we'll say how many logs have to be collected, how much what logs have to be collected. Okay, these things will be given in condition. So either we can collect all the logs from the data connector, or we can choose specific logs. Okay, so here we don't have so as this is new one, so here we cannot see like we can see only two options, reinstall and delete. So in Sentinel we will in Sentinel we will see like so how to create a data analytical rules over here also. So if it is possible in future to show that, I will show that. So let's install one more data connector. Just go to Content Hub. So let's try to install from here. Okay. So since it is in disconnect state, go to content page. It's also not showing over here. Let's do from here also, here only. So yeah. Mm, let's go to Content Hub. So type the threat intel. So yes, we can see like so many so different types of threat intel data connectors. Okay, so we'll download from here which is required to us. So we'll install this. Okay, just click on that. Click on this. We'll see like not this. Click on this. So you can see like so what are the content types, how many analytical rules it supports, what how many data connectors are there, how many hunting queries are there. So okay, so the pricing is free. So I'm installing here. So, before showing you, I have actually installed this data connectors. So, let me share from here. Okay, it's not showing over there. So, so I have connected 3 hours before only. So, you can see before it was 0, and now it has ingested some log, so it went for this. Okay, so if you connect this data, and that data will be seen over in logs. Okay, so if you go to logs, as I said, I have already connected, right? So you can see in tables, we have seen under Sentinel, we have seen this, right? Like if you click on run, it will run that. Okay, see, so I have connected before. If like, let me install and uninstall this, and let me show for you. Okay. Mm, Go to not threat intelligence, go to content hub. Okay. Sorry, data connectors. Go to data connectors. So, so I'm just deleting this data connector. I'll type the data connector, threat intelligence. So these are the installed one, right? We need to go to content hub. And so if you see over here, so you won't able to see those logs, okay? Since we have deleted. Let me refresh this. It is difficult because, like, since Sentinel is integrating with Defender, we are unable to find that feature. Okay, um, I'll try to show this. Okay, content hub. Okay, we have installed it, but so from here we will give the API names. Okay, so to connect, so after installing this, we will give feeds from open source or commercial portals by using a root URL and its key. Okay, so before I tested it, but now I'm unable to do that. Okay, if you click on this, we have two connectors. It's been problem because before I installed from here only. Okay, let's try once more. Mm, if I open this, mm, let's do it. I log in once again to show this. Sentinel, like the workspace, the content hub. Let's hope this will be visible over here. Uh, I don't think so. Since I have connected with that intelligence taxi, so we are able to see here those things. Like in Defender portal, so it's not I'm not able to see what like to apply the port URL. Just now I have connected, just before I have connected all those things, so that only we have those data tables. Mm, let's try for last one time. Okay, so it was installed. Okay, this was installed, and we go to manage. Mm, not to find here. Okay, so it was in use. Okay, so if you see over here, if you click over here, see this data was I have used. So I'm going into connector page. So how I configured. Okay, so so I have used that table. Okay, so give some friendly name here. Okay, which is a taxi or taxi double M, and you like you'll get multiple open sources. So I have used this pulse dive. Okay, so before I logged, this is the open intelligence source. So if you click on that, you need to register for this source. Okay, if you since I have already an account, so I have logged into this. So here you can see like different, like you, if you want to get indicators, if you want to intelligence about threats. Okay, so here we have different types, right? Since I have installed a taxi 2.1, so I clicked on this. So here in this document you'll see the URL. Okay, so that needs to be connected. So if you mm, you'll get the root URL in this document only. I have that URL before. So let's see API routes. Mm, the libraries. It's not present here also. Mm, see, we'll get the collection ID from here also. An overview. Mm, see. You will get the root. If you click on that, you will get the API root URL, and you'll get the collection IDs. So which want you want to collect. If you want to collect the thread data, you can keep this collection ID. If you want to keep indicator data, please use this ID. If you want to give a test collection, you can use this. So take this one and keep here. Okay, so take the root URL in the same way I have used. Just copy this. Okay, copy this and give over root URL. So and give the ID over here. So if you want to before I given the test collection, just now give this indicators data, indicators collection data, and the username should be so here this thing will be given like what will be the username. So this is the username. So to take this name, go to data connector, give the username. Since this is an threat intelligence, we need feeds, right? So we are giving the API root URL and username and key. So for giving password, these things will be in your account only. So if you go to that portal and in account, you'll have the API key. So copy that and provide this key over here. Okay, so for any data connectors like collecting logs for Windows and everything, we will create DCR rules. Okay, so give the polling frequency, whether it has to be for every 1 minute, whether it has to be for 1 hour. So give that data and just add it. Okay, so before I used like test one, I'm adding the another one like um, since I have already given that, maybe it was throwing an error. So this is how you will configure a data connector for threat intelligence. If it is if the data source is from an API, we'll give these things. Okay, root URL and collection ID, username and password. Okay, so this is for connecting data connectors for APIs. Okay, so one I have shown you. Let's go to the another one. Like I have installed, right? Windows events, right? Let's try to connect that. Okay, so go to this, manage. See here you can see different types, right? So select on which you want to which events want to be get. So I'm using this uh, Windows security event via AMA. So, so for on-premises system, since this is a virtual machine and that was already built in this resource only, so we don't need any separate onboarding scripts or any other AMS, okay, agents that to collect the data. So for on-premises servers or anything, so first we need to onboard it to our resource group, and we just first we just create like by using an Azure Arc, we just provide the services in that on-premises server. Okay, whatever the Azure services we have, so we'll provide that Azure services to that on-premises server, and then we install the agent to collect the data. Okay, this was the process for on-premises one. Okay, so we'll go into deep for that. So just so I have clicked on so I'm collecting the data from um, AMA, which is Azure Monitoring Agent. So go to Open Connector page. So here you need to configure the data rules. Okay, as I said before, you'll get the security events table. Okay, create a data connector rule. Just give the data connector rule name. So which is for test VM. Okay, select the subscription and select the resource group and just click on that. Okay, so as I said, so select the subscription. Next, like we need to give, as I said before, DCR rules are like how much data we are collecting. So what, so whether we should collect the minimal data, what type of data you need to get from that VM. Okay, so we'll do all those things. Okay, so since I'm selecting all security events, next and review. Okay, and clicking on create. This is how a Windows security events will be created. Okay, since it is a VM, we have used the um, AMA. Okay, after sometimes it will reflect. Okay, just give me some time to it. It will reflect. Okay, or else we can refresh. So let me duplicate this. Um, so in Microsoft Sentinel, we have the hunting, right? And here also you can see. Yeah, we can see. Let's see from here. Okay. In in hunting, here we can see the schema presenting here. Yeah. So in Microsoft Sentinel, because it's not reflecting now. I think it takes some time to reflect. Okay. So let's wait for some time. So let's try to install the identity log also. Okay. So under security event only, we'll have the uh, identity logs also, because logged on log off, so those will be coming right from there. So this one, we can use this AD user enabled and password setup within. So regarding, mm, let's see if there are any data connectors with identity. Okay, so after that we can check here. Mm, Here we have two things. Mm, Microsoft. here we have the Microsoft and their data, right? We'll try to click here, and here we have so I'm installing this data connector. Since I have already created few users, right? Let's see if we can see those users. We'll have in identity, we'll have uh, identity info table, identity logs. Okay, so we'll have these things. So let's check here. So under this, we'll have mm, so one connector, and okay, it was in already in use. Mm, 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 mm. Let's open this connector page and see what other tables will be found in that. Mm. Since it is integrating, so it's taking like uh, we are getting these redirections for now. So here we can see, okay, let's see in logs, okay, from here. Mm, if first over here, logs whether it is visible or not. Mm, in Sentinel, specific, we have seen security wise, it was reflected now. So if we run, since we have not done any activities in VM, I think it won't show any data. Let's see. It's taking time. I think it's still loading. Yes, okay, let's stop this query. Otherwise, it will take time. Okay. Yes. Stop query. I'll just click. Mm, just you can take your mode. Security events. We got this one where it's a VM, right? Mm, so we don't have the device ID now. Let's run this in this way. Let's see if we get or not. Ah, see. Okay, we got this data, right? Mm. So we have created an account. Go to test VM, and it is its type is machine, its computer is this. Okay, we have created, it has done some tasking like, but it's nothing there. So see, we have different types of event IDs. Okay. So if you drop down here, so you'll see that some data about schemes and everything. Okay. So while using these tables only, we'll do investigation. Okay. Mm, so and as I said before, we can get the specific data from time or file name. We can do all those things. Okay. Uh, so let's close this, and let's refer threat indicators. So using this also, we can say like we can set a few analytical rules. If conditions matches from these tables, any tables, we can trigger the alert. After triggering the alert, we can take the containment actions and we can close the alert. Okay, this is what the process. In the analytical rules we'll discuss in next part. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today's class. Thank you so much.